The 2026 AdventHealth MLV All-Star Match on CBS is presented by Chase Sapphire. As we welcome you live to Central Florida and Orlando, a fabulous showcase of professional volleyball's finest. This is Major League Volleyball coming your way on CBS. And if we're going to have an all-star game, how would it be without my all-star partner and Hall of Famer, Holly McPeak? Holly, wonderful to be with you once again. And here we are for the All-Star match. It was tremendous last year in Indy. Looking forward to this one. But how have the new talent in the MLV impacted the 2026 season so far?
Well, we talk about opportunities after college for these players to continue evolve. We have 15 first-time All-Stars, and these are players who've had fantastic seasons. And
thanks to this league kicking off 3 years ago, the American players have the unique opportunity of playing in the United States as we get ready for the second ever All-Star match here. Major League Volleyball coming your way on CBS. We'll take a look at the lineups and have first serve right after this from Orlando.
The head coach, Beth Launiere, the assistant coach, and athletic trainer, and coaching for Team Meske, head coach Team Meske, assistant coach Aaron Olsen, and athletic trainer, Emma Saunders.
Welcome back once again to Orlando, getting ready for the MLV All-Star match. And while we've had a moment, players are being introduced. Let's go over on the sideline to Madison Fitzpatrick.
Elena Scott, you were #1 in fan votes across the league. This is your first All-Star match. For you, what does it mean to be shaping pro volleyball in the United States?
Yeah, it means a lot that we're able to play in the States. That wasn't something that we could do growing up, and I'm really proud to be the #1 vote because I'm glad that fans get to see how much fun that we're having while we're playing.
Awesome, thank you. And now I'll send it over to Emily Eamon with Mimi Collier.
Mimi, from being the #1 overall draft pick to making the All-Star team as a rookie, how would you describe this moment in your volleyball career?
Yeah, I mean, it's surreal. Getting to play alongside some of these girls is it's a dream come true. These are names that I've known for a long time, girls that I've seen across the net for a while, so to be able to be on the same time and play with them, it's going to be really fun.
Good luck today.
Thank you.
Back to you, Paul.
Mimi Collier out of Wisconsin has had a fantastic start. Let's first take a look at Team Meske. The All-Star roster is brought to you by Ren Athletic, former MVP Leah Edmond there as well. Sophia Maldonado Diaz having a fantastic season.
And Super Looper for the hometown Orlando
I knew you'd
Valkyries.
get it in early.
Yes.
And now let's go over to Team Launiere, coached by Beth Launiere, 36 years, head coach at the University of Utah. Iko Jones, Reagan Pittman Nelson, and then Mimi Collier, who we just heard from, Morgan Henseth, the libero, outstanding.
And Mia Tuaninga for the India Ignite, running a fantastic offense, the leaguing offense.
I think a volleyball all-star match is unique in sports. I was thinking about it as my flight was delayed in Los Angeles for an hour and a half. In baseball, you hit, You pitch, you play. In basketball, we've seen what's happened with that all-star game and how they've tried to evolve. But volleyball is about the most team-oriented sport you can imagine. So we're looking for how the setters and how the hitters connect and how the passers are able to work with their teammates.
Agreed. Volleyball is the most collaborative sport out there. You need everybody to be involved and connected and on the same page. I think the toughest combination or connection in an all-star game is between setters and middle attackers.
Yeah, something to look for. We saw Marley Monserrat, all-star out of San Diego. San Diego coming off a big win recently over Omaha.
See some trash talking to start this match. Marley Monserrat getting into it.
Hey, kudos, collaborative.
Yeah.
Wonderful word.
Thank you.
Absolutely perfect. With Hall of Famer Holly McPeak, we will get to the all-star match format in just a bit. Going to be unique today. Charity Looper out there with Elena Scott. You heard her conversation with Madison Fitzpatrick. Elena Scott out of Louisville, plays for the league leaders in Indy, has been just fantastic, and we are set to go. Team Meske will be in the black uniforms. Early chance, looking for a free ball, and an early superb defensive play by both Libros, Morgan Hentz and Elena Scott, no surprise. Oh, big block. Maldonado Diaz on the outside.
With two of the best liberos in the world out here, we're going to see some fantastic defensive plays, and Morgan Hentz and Elena Scott showing us why.
Abby Walker also helping out on the outside, a late ad because of injury, wearing number 26 in black. Maldonado Diaz, the block set up very nicely, and the two teammates. It's really unique about this all-star match. Mimi Collier going against her teammate Maldonado Diaz.
Sofia Maldonado Diaz has one of the best arm swings I've ever seen, just so fast.
Speaking of fast, Marina Terry off the block, and Mimi Collier. Super Looper playing defense in the middle back. Softly off the block is Collier, wearing number 17 in white, last year's AVCA Outside Hitter of the Year at Wisconsin.
The team in black playing for Dan Meske. They've got three former Louisville players, Sofia Maldonado Diaz, you've got Charity Looper, and Elena Scott.
Where did Dan Meske coach?
Louisville.
Louisville. As service winner, Sofia Maldonado Diaz, you were telling me she has the fastest recorded serve so far on the 2026 season, almost 100K.
60 miles per hour.
Perfect pass. Mia Tuniga on the attack.
Mimi Collier with the fantastic first contact. And when you can pass like that, your setter has all, actually that was Paige Briggs-Romine with the perfect pass. Mia Tuniga not afraid to call her own number, very offensive minded.
And good with a jump serve as well. Perfect pass, right on target. And nice kill once again by Abby Walker.
Abby Walker's one of those quick middles who can benefit from that ball out of Marley Monserrat's hands quickly. Quick arm.
Got the two top setters in the league in terms of assists. Mia Tuniga at 11.9 in second. Boy, serving has been really tough early on.
Abby Walker's got one of the best. We talked about her quick arm swing, but middle blockers across the league have really picked up their service game, using their big arms to score.
Very good pass by Collier. Aiko Jones quickly to Foster in the middle on the deflection. Look at that dig. And chased down by Tuniga right on the sideline. Briggs-Romine playing center field. Collier. Block defense looking pretty good, and then Charity Looper out of first UCLA and then transferring to Louisville over the top smartly down the line.
Charity Looper trying to find her rhythm with Marley Monserrat. She likes it quick, but sees the opening down the line, goes away from the sprinting defender.
Tied at 4, opening set. Perfect pass by Briggs-Romine, good cover by Collier. Jones looking for high hands and missed it out of bounds.
Aiko Jones is one of those players who plays really high above the net. That time just did not make good hand contact.
4-0 run here for Walker and Team Meske. That's a tough chance. Nice block by Collier along with Natalie Foster. Tuaniga first contact. Long rallies, the effort is certainly there. What a swing. Dug by the middle blocker, Abby Walker, but that fine defensive play will be nullified. A net violation.
Mimi Collier jumping better than ever, playing a really high game. Cleared the block on that one.
Mimi Collier first in the league in kills per set, hitting just under 300. A fantastic start to her professional career. And good from the service line. And Foster will take advantage on the overpass.
Service pressure at this level is crucial, creating point scoring opportunities. Mimi Collier serves the bullet, and then Natalie Foster, the recipient of the overpass.
Collier again. Scott having to fight that one off. Nicely located. Beautiful set that time by Montserrat. We talked about the setters and the middle attackers finding some area to work together. What about passers? We've already seen some service winners and a lot of out-of-system sets.
Passing, obviously you're passing next to somebody from another team, so communication, responsibility, got to work that out. That's just communication.
Tough serve again. That in front of Collier.
Raina Terry coming out of college in the Big Ten was one of the best servers ever. And at the pro level, she's picked it up even more, going right at Mimi Collier across court.
We'll have our first technical timeout when a team reaches 8. Another short serve. That well handled. That was not easy. Briggs Romine dug into the cross court. First time All-Star, as is Tuaniga. Briggs Romine again. Hitting 4-4 and maybe undersized and for a time underappreciated, number 13 in white, but a fantastic swing in trans.
Paige Briggs Romine plays for the Grand Rapids Rise, and I'll tell you, she's really elevated her game just consistently. She's always been a good defender in the backcourt, but really finding her range offensively this season.
Grand Rapids coming off a huge win earlier in the week at home over the league leaders from Indy. Look at that serve, beautifully handled by Scott. Off speed, Tuaniga there, kept alive by Pittman Nelson. And through the block and down by Looper.
Marlee Monterey finding the right pace to get that ball out to the antenna fast to Charity Looper. Team Meske up 8 over Team Launiere 7 in the first set.
Perfect calls. Hey, can I ask Emily and Madison a question? Can they hear me?
Special three-set format designed to guarantee an exciting finish. Set 1 and 2 are played at 25 points with no requirement to win by 2. Both set 1 and 2 are worth 2 points each. These points are baked and applied to the starting score of set 3. Whoever wins set 3 will be named the All-Star Champion.
The 2026 Major League Volleyball All-Star Match on CBS Sports is sponsored by Chase Sapphire. Upgrade your travel and dining experiences with Chase Sapphire. And by Franklin Sports, the official ball of MLV.
Special event and unique rules for this contest. 3-set match. First 2 sets will be played to 25, only win by 1. And each of those sets is not necessarily a set win in terms of the overall score. You earn 2 points for each set that you win. And set number 3, the winner will take all. TBD. Charity Looper out of Louisville. Fantastic player so far, 3.4 kills per set. Plays right here in Orlando. Team that's trying to get healthy. And healthy. That's what Mimi Collier's been doing her entire rookie season, leading the way for Dallas.
Mimi Collier has been elite out of the back row. The timing, the rhythm, the height of her jump, and she sees the block extremely well.
I wonder what kind of scouting report her teammate Maldonado Diaz gave on the other side. Seeing a lot of pressure from the service line. The receivers really got to work together here.
Aiko Jones going straight down the line at Maldonado Diaz,
who's a very good passer. Maldonado Diaz passing at 64%. That is a dime. Good read out of the middle by Pittman Nelson. Looking high hands, get a touch, and the official Bill Stanley says, Charity, you missed that one. Aiko Jones will continue to serve.
I love that Reagan Pittman Nelson all over Marley Monserrat in the front row, because Marley Monserrat has almost 50 kills on the season. Loves to take a look at the ball offensively.
Taking Maldonado Diaz, making her a receiver, and boy, is she a wonderful attacker. Played in Romania last year, averaging 4.4 kills per set, just a few hundredths of a percentage ahead of her teammate Collier.
This is a tough kill for Maldonado Diaz. Out of system, block was there, but tooled out of bounds.
At as many as 30 kills versus Omaha earlier in the season. Very good pass. Breaks Romine down the line once again.
Paige Brigg-Romine is so good. It's showing that she's going angle and turning it fast down the line.
Plays for Grand Rapids, played her college volleyball at Western Kentucky. Now, a lot of people would say overachieving and making the All-Star match, and well-deserved. Oh, nice play by Aiko Jones. And just away from Morgan, hence as the ball falls. Let's go to the sideline now to Emily Eman.
She told me I might not be the strongest, fastest, or tallest, but I'll be the most consistent. She added, I'm not Leah Edmond, but I don't have to be. I just have to be Paige. When I asked what younger players who might be overlooked to take from her story, she said, it's going to take a lot of work, losing some ego, and sticking to yourself, because the best that you can be is good enough.
It certainly is. Leah Edmond.
Love that, Emily.
Trying to pursue that. Thanks, Emily. Paige Briggs-Romine, one of not a handful, but 2 or 3 handfuls of really, really good all-around players in this league. Do everything very well. That's a smart shot up into the block. That's got to get covered.
Tight ball to the net, and yes, get behind your player and pick that ball up. That's a reset opportunity.
Team Meske on top, 12-11. Remember the first 2 sets, played at 25. Win by 1. Serving has been exquisite. Mimi Collier again. Maldonado Diaz will track that down. Oh, what a set. Are you kidding me? Mia Tuaniga.
Mia Tuaniga is so fun to watch. You have to keep your eyes on her at all times. This is a tight ball. Free ball from Reagan Pittman Nelson. She goes up like she's going to attack it and then pushes it out to Mimi Collier. Wow.
Quick combination dug by Briggs-Romine. Collier looking for that heavy angle. Want to get back to Mia Tuaniga. Last year she was a backup in Atlanta. Now she's running the show in Indy, and she's showing what she's capable of doing. One of the most exciting offenses in the entire league, and much deserved as an all-star.
Well, the head coach of the Indy Ignite, Lauren Bertolacci, has really empowered her. Said, I saw greatness in her early and has given her the reins of the Indy Ignite, and she is not disappointed.
Tuaniga's mother was in the lobby of the hotel, came over, and she had taken the red eye from Los Angeles in order to come and see her daughter play in her first All-Star appearance. Tough serve down the line. And stepping in, Collier again in transition. Magnificent kill in trans.
And Morgan Hens stepping in and setting that second ball. Mimi Collier gets up, gets her feet to this ball, and elevates. Look at the big arm going deep to that corner away from the defense.
Collier now with 4 kills on 12 swings. Another good serve down the line, pretty well handled. Fantastic set. That's league. Look at Morgan Hens. Hensfield going to the foundation to keep that ball off the floor. Natalie Foster, another delivery from Tuaniga. Morgan Hens was almost embarrassed by that first foot dig.
Why? The ball is up. Look at the set from Marley Monserrat all the way across to the right pin. Raina Terry crushes that ball, pops up off Morgan Hens' foot.
So is that a fig? A foot dig is a fig?
Yeah,
Okay,
we can do that.
We had the dig to a kill, so we had a dill.
Okay, then we got a fig.
Abby Walker plays for the Columbus Fury, hit 280 so far on the year. Very, very quick off the floor. Technical timeout coming when a team reaches 16. Amy Collier again, dug by her teammate. No, that was Walker, who's really played good defense, looking for a touch. And the official says, no, you're allowed 1 challenge in each particular set, but that will not be challenged, and Team Launiere leads at 16-14. We'll be right back with Major League Volleyball, presented by CBS and Chase Sapphire.
And speaking about that, we have a lot of young ones out there that are looking up to you. What's the message that you want to give them right now?
Just work hard. Work ethic is so valuable these days. Just keep your nose down and get to work.
I love that, but I don't know about you, if you don't mind doing us a favor and kickstarting the first t-shirt launch. If you guys want a free
as a practice player 2 years ago in Orlando, all the way to making back-to-back All-Star rosters. How do you put into words what this journey means to you?
Just super grateful, and it's really cool to come back here where it all started, feel kind of familiar and play with so many awesome players. It's really awesome. I'm super grateful.
How does year 2 as an All-Star compare to year 1?
Just seeing the talent level rise, really. Like every year everyone's getting better, the talent group's getting better, and it's more fun already. You've seen some awesome things, so it's cool.
You got some really fun personalities on your team. Yourself, Mia, Kaz Brown as well. How fun is it playing with this group?
It's a lot of fun. You're going to see more fun when me and Kaz get out there. We're going to try some things. I'm going to topspin serve, maybe. We'll pull some things out. We'll see.
You're the best. Thanks, Z.
Thanks, Tim.
Johnny Teeler, an NCAA champion in 2021 at Kentucky, a two-time All-American. And just like you were talking about, Holly, a lot of new faces, a lot of new talent, 15 first-time All-Stars, including the #1 overall pick that dials up the service ace. The passing has not particularly been good.
Well, I think the players are really picking up their serve, going for it. There's no real weak spots in terms of players you can attack from the service line, so add a little extra sauce on it.
Plenty of sauce, hot sauce. Looper comes right back, dropping a dime. Terry looking for her first kill and gets that. Raina Terry out of Illinois, wearing number 16 in black, has really raised the level of Columbus there. A dangerous team, even though that they're at the bottom of the standings right now.
And Raina Terry has stepped up on the right side, the left side, wherever the Columbus Fury need her.
Morgan Hintz working very hard, communicating with the other receivers. Takes that one overhand, Briggs Romine. That's a little too tight. Joust. Monserrat there with Foster. Couple of high flyers, Iko Jones and Super Looper going after one another. Oh, wonderful hustle after the dig by Elena Scott, wearing number 9 in the light blue jersey. The overall vote getter, as we heard from Madison Fitzpatrick before the match.
Defense being played right here. Elena Scott pops it up, goes a little wide. Marley Monster gets a nice touch to avoid the pull, but team cannot get it over the net.
Scott out of Louisville was twice the ACC Defensive Player of the Year. Here's Natalie Foster. That is a pretty good pass, given what you had to deal with. Wonderful, important side out that time by Team Meske.
It takes the right mindset to pass Natalie Foster's serve. You got to have a diggy, defensive mindset. You're going to dig that ball, and Elena Scott just did that. 64 aces last year, exploding the record and ahead of that pace this year with 41. And she doesn't make many errors. It's amazing. Really good first contact, and that ball is blocked. Working on Bree Kelly, Monserrat goes wide, and the block was better that time by Team Launiere. Reagan Pittman-Nelson leads the MLV in blocks late to get there, but fantastic hand position to turn it back into the court.
19-16 is the advantage. Remember, you win a set, you get 2 points, headed towards the third and decisive stanza. Maldonado Diaz off the edge, number 2 in black.
Maldonado Diaz, that was not an easy swing, and strokes it down the line. She's one of those players who's got such a quick arm, and she can hit with range. Tough to stop defensively.
Out of Guadalajara, plays for the Mexican national team. There have been some fantastic Mexican players who displayed their skills collegiately and professionally in the United States. Collier. Back row, quick combination.
Who's better out of the back row? Mimi Collier is almost automatic. The rhythm and tuning of finding that window. Quick arm right through the seam of the block by Mimi Collier.
Had a fantastic season last year for the Badgers, playing for Kelly Sheffield. Wisconsin, a national champion a couple of years ago. We'll certainly add to that in the coming years, one of the top programs in the country. Marley Monserrat will go back to serve. Last year Atlanta, this year for San Diego. Played her career at Florida and then got on the beach at UCLA. I'm sure you're a big fan of that, Holly, in terms of rounding your game out. Oh! Maldonado Diaz blocking her position. She's only listed at 6 feet tall. That was a tremendous play.
Watch Sofia Maldonado Diaz get her hands over the net quickly and touch that ball, force it down.
20-19. Remember, only have to win by 1. Hence stepping in. Iko Jones, did she miss it? Looking for a touch, good swing, but did not get a touch off the block, and we're tied at 20.
Morgan Hens is communicating really well in the backcourt in serve receive and trying to take as much court as possible.
Perfect pass by Briggs Romine. That was really important. You know, we talked about the serving and how good it is. That's the one skill. It's called closed chain. So it doesn't have anything to do with what's going on around you. This is your skill, and the serving has been really tough.
And then you see Mia Tuninga feed Reagan Pittman-Nelson for a beautiful one-on-one out of the middle of the court.
Easy serve, handled overhand. Maldonado Diaz Launiere with a stab, and Pittman-Nelson was there. Good effort, and we're tied once again.
Sophia Maldonado Diaz was a player prior to this season that never tipped, but she started to mix it into her offensive arsenal.
10 ties, 3 lead changes, have to win by 1. Play to 25. Jones going off speed, not yet. Looper's got a chance. Hence with a saving cover. That ball set a little tight, but Reyna some tear getting that ball through.
Reyna Terry's got the big arm. We saw her crush a ball down the line off Morgan Hent's foot, but this time goes inside the seam of the block. Natalie Foster in the middle on the other side of the net, late to close that block.
4th in the league so far at 3.8 kills per set. What a perfect pass. And Tuninga taking advantage.
First contact is so important on any team that you play in. Paige Briggs Romine nails this pass. Platform right to her setter. Mia Tuninga can do whatever she wants with that.
61% good or positive passing by Briggs Romine so far on the year. And Tuninga taking some chances and missed that out of bounds.
Mia Tuninga has really stepped up her serve this year, accelerated, worked on her arm, so she's one of the top 10 servers in the league.
Healthy shoulder,
that
big
helps.
difference, big difference. Right side, Collier missed it out of bounds. Big miss. And just like that, 2 set points. And 0 margin for error, having to only win by 1.
And Abby Walker's a very strong server right now for Team Meske.
Good combination play off the top of the block. Wonderful offense that time. In the gap and then out to Collier.
Mia Tuninga has been speeding up that ball to the left side pin, and that's going to help Mimi Collier find ways to use the block.
Set point number 2 for Team Meske. Nice comeback late in the red zone. Terry. Chance here. Where does Tuninga go? Briggs Romine, and we're tied.
Huge defensive play and transition kill by number 13 in white, Paige Briggs Romine. I talked about she angles her body and then turns it down the line in the block.
Set point now for Team Launiere. Tied at 24. Looper. Aiko Jones for the win, got the touch.
No challenge there. Aiko Jones keeps it high, gets some fingertips. Team Launiere with set point.
I think we ought to change it all the time. You only win by 1. It makes it very, very interesting in the red zone. Team Meske made a move, but Team Launiere had all the answers. They take it 25-24. All-Star match coming your way on CBS. Speaking of that, CBS coming up tomorrow at 2 Eastern. The final 2 spots in the Final 4 will be on the line. First, Tennessee squares off with Michigan, then it's UConn and Duke in the regional finals of the NCAA Men's College Basketball Championship. Coming up tomorrow right here on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. Boy, it has been a phenomenal tournament. Iowa and Illinois, Purdue, and Arizona as well. Let's go over to Madison Fitzpatrick.
Thanks, Paul. I'm here with Sofia Maldonado-Diaz. Sofia, you spent your first season pro in Romania. What was it about MLV that made you want to come to the United States?
I mean, it's a great level, great league. It was close to home too, so I'm from Mexico. I get to see my family more. Go in the break for Christmas to go home, something that I could have done overseas. So, I don't know, it's a great state too to be at. Like in Dallas, huge city, huge volleyball state, so it was like I couldn't say no, you know.
And you're crushing it. You're leading the league in points per set. How have you been able to sustain that kind of standard throughout the season?
I think it's also a lot about coming from my team. Our setter is so good. Like our system is fast, so it's something that helps me too because I can play fast. I don't know. It's just the team effort. There's so much effort on like every play that we played so far. So of course, I mean, it's something that is a wonder to me, but like it's my team basically. Like it's so easy to play with them, so I've been enjoying it so much.
And now you're getting to play with all your Louisville Cardinals. Have fun. Thank you.
The setter that she was alluding to, Natalia Valentin Anderson, Sofia leads the league, second in assists right now, has been absolutely fantastic. Lots of lineup changes. Natalia Valentin Anderson is on the floor. Theodora Pusic as well, known here in Orlando. She is the Valkyries libero. Maren Grote will come on, along with Leah Edmond. 2 years ago was the outside hitter of the year and the league's most valuable player for Atlanta. Charity Luper will stay on. Walker there along with the reigning player of the week, Emily Londa.
Natalia Valentin Anderson having herself a season leading the first year Dallas Pulse to one of the best records in the league.
Her 11th year as a professional, played previously in Poland and Italy and in France. And fast offense indeed. Leah Edmond with a kill.
That is the system that Dallas Pulse runs. Fast to the pins. They're not afraid to run their middle, but watch Leah Edmond on that left side, quick arm, and one-on-one, she's going to win that battle.
Serving and serve reception, as it always is, a huge story in the opening set. The servers had the better of it early on, and the passers started to find some rhythm. There is Brooke Nunavilla wearing number 5, outside hitter, plays for Omaha in her 3rd year there. Last year, like Leah Edmond, she was the outside hitter of the year. Get the first look at Nunavilla, formerly the University of Oregon, where Mimi Collier started her career. They played together. Brooke Nunavilla, just a phenomenal career. In the then and no more Pac-12, she recorded 2,000 digs and 1,500 kills. She was a busy young woman for the Ducks.
Brooke Nunavilla and Mimi Collier, we're really looking forward to playing together today.
Briggs Romine has been as advertised.
Shampoo, quick setter, loves to get that ball out to the pin, and Paige Briggs Romine, we talk about her, quick off the floor, has been very successful so far today.
Team Launiere won the opening set. Yep, 25-24. That is not a misprint. Ooh, that is going to be just out of bounds. You'll notice that there are no lines, people. That is done electronically out of Major League Volleyball headquarters. And yes, just out of bounds. 1 challenge per set. It was 2 previously in the inaugural 2 seasons, but that has been reduced to 1 challenge. But if you are correct, you keep it. The effort defensively has been really good, and Shampoo now on the floor from right here in Orlando, from Thailand originally. Very creative setter, and that missed by Nunavilla.
Brooke Nunavilla, not used to playing with Shampoo. It actually looked like Shampoo was going to set the right side, and then she goes back row to Brooke. So Brooke not 100% ready for that one, but she will be.
Johnny Teeler now playing at the opposite on the right side. Shampoo has got her teammate Kaz Brown hitting out of the middle. Shara Venegas from San Diego. Oh! That ball is off the edge of Super Looper and out of bounds.
Charity Looper on that left side, way up over the net, but Teeler able to use her hands out of bounds.
Looper is listed at 5'9". That's pretty generous, but a really high flyer. Marin Grote going high on the slide, formerly of the University of Washington, now playing for the San Diego Mojo. Her making, after a very slow start, the Mojo found theirs and won 6 out of 7 and coming off some big wins.
They certainly did, and Marin Grote is one of the big reasons, scoring well in the middle. She's a fantastic server as well for the San Diego Mojo.
Top 10 in a number of categories. There's the back row combination, and that ball did not clear by Teeler.
Shampoo's got to get the ball to her middle. Kaz Brown, they have that connection. Why not take advantage? These are two players who play together all the time.
Yeah, especially on a serviceable pass. There is Kaz Brown in the inaugural season of Major League Volleyball. She was voted the most outstanding middle blocker. Playing for Orlando in the 3rd year, champion last year. Orlando defeated Indy if you will. Londot with a good first touch, and there is Looper. Really a high flyer. Injured her knee early on when she was playing at UCLA, but showing no ill effects. A tremendous athlete.
Pound for pound, Charity Looper's got to be one of the best athletes in the league. Yes, she's listed at 5'9", but she does it all at a very high level.
So we should keep the wide out handy when it comes to 5'9".
Pretty much.
Oh, look at the stab by Londot. And that ball blocked by Shampoo along with Kaz Brown.
Players like to try to attack over the smaller blockers, but nothing better as an undersized blocker to get the stuff, and Shampoo did it right there.
Shampoo at 5'7", definitely undersized. Edmond. Oh, that is a monstrous swing. Wow. I thought there was a touch. I don't know about you, Holly.
That time, Leah Edmond was so high. I thought she got the back line, but obviously, see it electronically, just out.
3rd in the league in kills per set, hit 273. That's a very good average. Making a lot of tough swings. Oh. 1-on-1. What a delivery by Valentine Anderson.
Natalia Valentine Anderson had the biggest smile on her face because that's her job. Isolate your hitters, get one-on-one opportunities, and Leah Edmond, the recipient of that sweet set.
We'll be right back with Major League Volleyball, presented by Chase Sapphire. back in Orlando coming out of the first technical timeout. Team Meske trailing 1-0 and by 2 points, if you will. They're on top 8-6. Now let's take a look at our Chase Sapphire player profile. And for more, let's send it over to Emily Eamon.
This doesn't happen to a 5'10" outsider from a mid-major. Now that it has happened and you're an all-star, what does this moment mean to you?
This is so cool. This is such a good group of people, and I'm so blessed to be here.
What did it take to get here?
A lot of hard work and a lot of prayer. I'm so grateful for all the people that are behind me and trained me from this point.
You're the best. Thanks, Paige.
Thank you.
Back to you, Paul.
Thank you very much, Emily. Paige Briggs-Romine, again out of Western Kentucky. An unlikely resume, although the Hilltoppers have a very, very strong program for years and years.
Paige Briggs-Romine, 6 kills, hitting .482. Anything over 300 is really good. She's hitting .482, so really fantastic start.
She knew she was going to be part of the Chase Sapphire player profile, so she had to step up.
She did.
There is Maren Grote, as you pointed out, top 10 in serving as far as aces, top 10 in blocks. And what a swing off the left side by Brooke Nunavilla. There is Beth Launiere, 36 years as the head coach at Utah. All-time winningest coach, 689 wins, 20 NCAA tournament appearances. Just a tremendous, tremendous job in that Mountain State. But she is, as she told us yesterday at the reception, enjoying retirement.
Good for her, well deserved.
Nunavilla down the line. There is the other coach, Dan Meske, the head coach at Louisville, associate head coach for a very, very good run that saw the Cardinals get into the NCAA National Semis and Championships. One year he was the assistant coach of the year in his first season, went 26-7. Talked about it last night. Finish that thought after this point. That's a pretty good stab off speed. Abby Walker is a high flyer and very quick out of the middle. That ball just missed and sprayed long. Finish the thought on Coach Meske. He was ruining the day that they lost to Texas A&M in the regional semifinals after being up 2-0.
It was a reverse sweep. I was there, but it was destiny for Texas A&M, who were incredible against Nebraska and then went on to win the national championship.
Beat 3 #1 seeds on their way to a championship. Congratulations to the Aggies, their first ever national championship, first for our friend Jamie Morrison. Natalia Valentine Anderson back to serve, tied at 9. Usage with the save, and Edmond didn't miss that one. Boy, both of these teams, as the attackers are flourishing, playing with these elite setters.
When you've got a fantastic setter, she can put you in locations to score, and even though that was a transition opportunity, Leah Edmond got up and crushed that one.
Very easy serve. That will be gobbled up. You can't do that. And Ajani Taylor, she can do that all night long. Tremendous player out of the right side, either the front court or back.
Talia Valentine Anderson trying to serve that ball short, but an easy ball is not going to work when you've got Taylor on the other side.
There is Shampu out of Thailand. Led Orlando to the championship last year. Edmond again, good block touch. And again. And again, but Emily Londot, the heavy hand of the player of the week.
Emily Londot is so skilled in terms of the range with which she attacks. Team Meske, you see a lot of balls to the right side and the left side, only 16% in the middle, but that's the tough thing when you're playing with a new setter. That connection between setter and middle attacker is harder to find.
That's going to be a very tough angle. That ball is set too tight. Good save. Nunavilla will get another look. Oh, what a read. Abby Walker right on the spot.
Team Meske in black ahead on that whole play because you see Team Launiere scrambling and then Abby Walker ready for that transition ball quick over the net.
Pretty good geometry that time by Ajani Taylor, saving that play just
really
inside the antenna. 12-10 is the advantage. Team Launiere in set scores won the first, and they have 2 points in their column headed towards the decisive third stanza.
Players talking through the net, having a whole bunch of fun. I love it.
Well, and also, as you might imagine, making sure they're in the right rotation. They had a couple of hours yesterday. That ball missed out of bounds. Servers trying to put on some pressure. That makes it 12-11. Second time as an All-Star for Nunaviller after a fantastic season last year. Walker, very, very quick.
Natalia Valentin Anderson not afraid to go to that quick middle attack. Abby Walker, one-on-one situation, and that's hard to stop just by yourself as a blocker.
Taylor. Oh, that is just too much heat, but back to Walker. At only 6'1", today in high school, college, or in the pros, it's like all middle blockers are 6'3" and above. But if you're fast, you can play.
Definitely, you have to be able to defend in the middle, but a quick arm can help you score offensively.
There's Natalie Foster in this building a year ago. What a serving performance. And you, oh, look at that reception by Edmond. And Nunaviller cannot keep that ball alive. Last year, Foster served in a match 25 times, had 6 aces, and out of the 25 attempts, missed 1.
We were there for that.
We were there.
It was quite a performance by Natalie Foster.
Got 41 aces already on the year after registering 65 last year. Dug by Pusic, 2 times a world champion for Serbia. Looper going off speed. Good cover by Pusic right there. Valentin Anderson for her first kill in a decade.
It's interesting because during warm-ups, Natalia Valentin Anderson crushed some balls. Look at her get there, very confident, sees the block, turns it away. So she can hit the ball.
First kill other than a setter tip. I mean actually swinging at it.
Yes.
Taylor, Londot would like to have that back. Londot, number 27, pretty good defender when she was player of the week. 17 kills, 15 digs against Grand Rapids.
Emily Londot at 6'3", defends that right back position extremely well.
1 point away from the technical timeout. 8 and 16, and Charity Looper. We've seen it all season long. When she's healthy and on the floor, she is very, very dangerous indeed.
I love that Natalia Valentin Anderson is not afraid to mix up the offense. A little inside set, and the block is not there. Charity Looper down the line.
We'll be right back. Major League Volleyball is presented by Chase Sapphire. Welcome back live to Orlando. Fabulous showcase of professional volleyball's finest, and everybody watches women's sports, and why not when you have Mia Tuaniga not only can play lights out, but also super entertaining, a tremendous spirit. Back with Hall of Famer Holly McPeak, I'm Paul Sunderland, and we have a very special guest, the first ever commissioner of Major League Volleyball, Jamie Weston. What's your biggest challenge coming into this position, and what do you want to accomplish the rest of this year and then going forward?
Well, my biggest challenge is I'm sitting next to volleyball royalty right now, so I'm just thrilled to
At least
here.
on one side.
Oh, come on.
Hardly.
Listen, we're just starting here 3 seasons in at an electric all-star game. This is a barn burner, so we've just accomplished so much. I cannot wait to keep it going.
With women's sports really having a moment, how do we build on that?
There's so much we can accomplish, but just riding the momentum right now in this position, I don't want to mix up momentum that we're having with maturity, right? So we want to make sure that we are building a great foundation in the cities we're in, and just really growing the fandom, because it takes time. You have to nurture a community.
What about expansion next year? 3 more teams coming on board to make for a total of 11.
11, yeah. So another win for us. We've got new ownership coming in, and what's exciting is they're coming from NWSL, MLS teams, NFL, NBA. These are owners of pro leagues that are coming in and backing us, and that is a huge statement for us.
Oh, Leah Edmond with a little pokey somehow got away with that one.
Service pressure continues to be the theme. Players just going for it from the back line.
Team Meske looking to level this match at not 2 sets, but 2 points apiece as we head into the decisive 3rd set. Looper will track that down very easily. Tough chance once again. Venegas flying around. So take us back again through priorities. We've got the championship match coming up in Dallas after the semifinals. What do you want to accomplish before this season ends? And to your point about building a fan base in each and every of the existing franchises.
Sure, I mean, that's incredibly important. What I'm really excited about, though, is how do we keep innovating on the game people are watching at home to invite them in? I don't think it quite yet translates, the physicality. These women are gladiators out there. The heights they're jumping, the power, the speed. Until you're up close and personally watching it inside, you can't understand it. So the better we can do to translate that on TV, I think that will continue to bring in new fans.
Absolutely.
Where is Natalia Valentin Anderson going? Going to Edmond, dug by Briggs Romine. Oh, what a set in transition. Magnificent delivery, and no surprise.
I love it when teammates play together because they know the rhythm. Shampoo is elite. Look at her find the window to Natalie Foster's right arm, and beautiful kill for Team Launiere.
Orlando's looking to find themselves in this latter stage of the season, about 10-11 matches to go. They've dealt with injuries all season long. Shampoo among them, she missed 4, but most notably, Brittany Abercrombie, last year's MVP, missed 11. We talked to her earlier. She's working her way back into shape, so that's a really good sign for Orlando and for the league.
Leah Edmond getting the best of Ajani Teela right there. Former teammates, and they enjoyed a little talk through the net.
You sound very familiar with the sport. What's your background as far as that's?
Well, I played many, many, many years ago.
Be careful there.
So did we.
Georgia Tech. So.
Oh, that's right. I read that.
Game is much different today.
It keeps evolving, getting faster, more powerful. I love it.
I wouldn't even be able to mop up the floor today.
Yes, you.
London, what a smart swing. Phi Beta Kappa for the Buckeye.
Incredible, Emily Londot. That was a tight ball. Sometimes you call it a trap set, but when Londot's that big, she can get up, elevate, and just hit the tops of the fingertips out of bounds.
Big lead now for Team Meske. Remember, this unique format. Play to 25, only win by 1. Shara Venegas. That was Pusic, excuse me, as I mentioned, 2-time a world champion for Serbia before coming to the United States. Holly and I talked about it. The players all allude to the opportunity, the great pleasure of being able to play at home as opposed to pursuing your professional career, having to go overseas. Now all these women have a choice.
Yeah, they have a choice, and now we even bring up to 4 international players per roster. So really getting well-rounded teams to compete.
Emily Landot once again hitting balls so hard, nobody can chase that down.
What does the popularity of the college game in the fall do for this program?
Oh, that is what's really built up the popularity here in the U.S. And the fact that volleyball in high school is the #1 sport for like 10, 20 years running now. It's just moving into college, and our goal is to really draft off that fandom.
Super looper flying high, and now Team Meske just a couple of points away.
Leah Edmond had plenty of pace on that serve, and then watch Charity Looper take care of this over ball pass. She's up and off the net quickly. Shampoo doesn't even have a chance.
A rare miss by Briggs Romine. Very, very good receiving as she comes right back. Good read by Walker. Landot again. Doesn't know off speed. Number 27 missed that out of bounds, but still quite a comfortable lead here in the second to even this match at 2 points apiece going into the decisive third set. Nunavilla. Foster will, oh, look at that read by Landot. I thought that ball was down for sure. Venegas stepping in. Oh. Big block by Abby Walker along with Looper.
Team Launiere and White have an opportunity to score, but Abby Walker sets up that block and Charity Looper steps inside to help.
Jamie Weston, our very special guest, first ever commissioner of Major League Volleyball.
So happy to be sitting here.
You got set point. What are your final thoughts? Your last message?
Well, listen, MLV, women's led, women define, charging here for the pro game.
Plays like that will bring people back. Off the block and out of bounds, but a tremendous extra effort by both teams.
Brooke Nunavilla so dynamic in the backcourt, just lays it out to keep that ball alive and keep her team in the set.
Look who's at the service line for set point again. Well handled, really nicely done. Give the assist to Leah Edmond. And she was fired up because she knew that was a dime from Natalie Foster. Beautifully done. We're tied at 1 set apiece. Congratulations. Welcome, Jamie Weston, our very special guest.
We can't wait to be a part of it.
Pleasure. All right. Look forward to seeing you down the road, and of course in the finals coming up in Dallas on May 7th and 9th. Back with the third and decisive set. This is the AdventHealth All-Star Match coming to you from Orlando.
One right here. Come on. Hey, one right here. One right here. Come on. Come on, boy, let's go. Let's go! Hey! Touch! Yeah! Let's go! Hey! Way to work on that. Let's go. Come on, good job. Let's go!
Back in Orlando, Team Meske coming back to take the second set. So Team Meske and Launiere will be tied at 2 apiece going into the decisive matched set to 25. And now let's take a look at the All-State Good Hands play of the game and listen in.
Hey, one right here. One right here. Come on. Woo! Come on, boy, let's go. Let's go! Hey! Shot! Yeah! Let's go! Hey! Way to work on that. Let's go.
Mia, you're clearly one of the most energetic people that I think everyone's ever seen. Where does that energy come from?
My biggest prayer is to spread God's love and joy, and I think I do that best when I'm just loose and dancing around and everything, yeah.
So many people named you as the most excited to play with person that they were for on your team. Who are you most excited to play with?
Obviously, I got Z on my team. I got Morgan Hens. I got Aiko. There's a lot of people, but most I'm excited to play with Shampoo. I mean, like, she's such an incredible setter, and just to be able, I was learning a lot from her last year, and just to be able to be on the court with her is amazing.
Thank you, Mia.
Yeah, of course.
Back to you, Paul.
Mia Tuaniga, one of the league leaders, 12 assists per set played at USC. For our friend Brad Keller, now leading the way for the Indy Ignite and having one heck of a time. We always look forward to a match that Mia Tuaniga is involved with. And nice that she gave some love to Shampoo as one of the top setters, no question about that. I want to remind you, CBS Friday, it's a crossover event you've been waiting for. Edgewater Worlds collide in the Sheriff Country Fire Country Crossover event Friday at 8, 7 Central on CBS. Back with 3-time Olympian, bronze medalist, NCAA champion, Hall of Famer Holly McPeak. I'm Paul Sunderland. And look, Mia Tuaniga, we've talked about her, Mimi Collier, among others, Maldonado Diaz. There's no question that Tuaniga is not just all fun and games. She's an MVP candidate on the year.
Agreed.
Underway. Third and decisive set. We will start at 2 apiece. And Mimi Collier back on the floor.
Communication, energy, and it's so important when you're playing with new people to communicate. Tuaniga finding that window for Collier on the left side.
Let me correct that. We're not starting at 2 apiece. We're starting flat level at 0-0. Thanks to Collier, it is 1-0. Pittman Nelson is done. Elena Scott back on, as is Raina Terry. A Johnny Taylor out of the back row, and that ball was down.
Mia Tuaniga plays with the Johnny Taylor on the Indy Ignite, so they have that play set, that rhythm, that timing, that really helps the offense flow out of the back row.
Here is Kaz Brown. Plays for Orlando, looking for a hot finish to the regular season. Top 4 teams make it to the semifinals in Dallas. Raina Terry over the top, and then it's a match for $1 million to the winner coming up on May 9th.
Natalia Valentin Anderson jump sets that ball and puts Raina Terry one-on-one, and she's so good. Natalia Valentin Anderson of the Dallas Pulse having a fantastic season as well.
Perfect reception. Pittman Nelson, what a block. Maldonado Diaz again. She is really good against the slide.
Maldonado Diaz does a fantastic job identifying where that set's going. You probably want to go a little wider and try to work her outside hand. If she doesn't have to move, she's going to block that ball.
Valentin Anderson. Somebody's watch is on the floor. I don't know quite what happened over there, but what really happened is Mimi Collier, and I've noticed in between contacts, Mimi Collier is really a good mover.
I think when you're an elite player, you have very good footwork, and Mimi Collier is dedicated to the entire game. She works hard in the back row and the front row.
4.3 kills per set. Going back and forth with this young woman. Oh, look at the save. Johnny Taylor thought it was outside the antenna. It doesn't matter. Terminal is Collier.
Can we talk about that hustle play?
The players are having so much fun in this celebration of Major League Volleyball. Second ever All-Star match.
Mimi Collier ends that rally, but the hustle play for Team Meske in black was incredible.
Collier now with 9 kills on 21 swings. Maren Grote will stay on for this third and decisive set. Substitution rules still in effect. You can substitute 8 times in a particular set. Working on Collier. Oh, that's a bad set. You're going to pay the price. That was missed by Kelly.
It depends what team you're on. If you're Mimi Collier,
it was perfect.
On Team Launiere, it was perfect.
Thank you very much. Right in my wheelhouse.
Gave her the range. Mimi Collier, that was her easiest kill of the day.
Dug by Natalia Valentin Anderson, among the league leaders, and the rest are all liberos. Just a phenomenal defender and a rare free point for Team Launiere.
That serve from Mimi Collier is what created that point scoring opportunity.
Trying to go flat, so Tuaniga misses one, and then Collier, after the good service pressure, misses the second as Raina Terry will go back to the line. We'll have a technical timeout when a team reaches 8. Heading towards the back third of the regular season, and still so much to be decided. Oh, the blocking in this match. That's kind of an individual skill, but nicely done by Teeler.
Ajani Teeler, also listed at 5'9", plays really big. Watch how high over the net she is to shut down that quick line attack from Maldonado Diaz.
Indy has been the top team all season long, followed by Dallas. And then after that, last time we looked, there were 5 teams within 1 match of another in the loss column. So much to be decided. We've come to the first technical timeout. Let's step aside, tied at 1 set apiece. All to be decided. Team Launiere on top early, 8-4.
Hey fans, a big shout out to AdventHealth, the official healthcare provider for the MLV All-Star, presented by AdventHealth. And right now we're looking for a lucky roll. A big shout out to section 115, roll A. They're walking away with a wonderful souvenir, which by the way, you can absolutely get this autograph after the match.
The 2026 Major League Volleyball All-Star Match on CBS Sports is sponsored by Chase Sapphire. Upgrade your travel and dining experiences with Chase Sapphire. And by Allstate. You're in good hands.
Welcome back to the 2026 MLV All-Star Match. I'm here with the superstar, Leah Edmond. Leah, first let's talk about you. Your father is a strength coach, a football strength coach. How does training with the football team make you who you are as an athlete?
It's an insane experience. They expect excellence, and they push me really, really hard. They're like, if you're going to do our workouts, you're going to work out like us. It makes me extremely tough, extremely confident. They've always pushed me to be my personality, and I think being fiery and confident on the court is a lot of who I am, and that's because of them.
How have you seen Major League Volleyball grow in these 3 years?
It's been so amazing. I mean, just seeing how much the fans have grown and all the places that have been here since the beginning of people just loving it, being able to walk around Atlanta and people are like, you play for the vibe. And I'm like, I do. And that's really exciting to be a part of.
Love it. Thank you so much. Paul?
Thank you, Madison. Leah Edmond, indeed. A spectacular performer for Atlanta. 2024 MVP, outside hitter of the year, 4-time All-American for the Kentucky Wildcats. And there is no messing around when she has to train with her dad. Reagan Pittman-Nelson, that handled easily by Elena Scott. What a dig. The defensive side of the play has been outstanding. Terry with that. Nobody home that time for Nunaviller. And Mia Tuaniga again is leading the party.
It's so fun as a setter when you're working with a new hitter to find that rhythm offensively. Get that ball a little bit inside, but fast enough to Brooke Nunaviller, where she has some open net.
Still plenty of time. Reagan Pittman-Nelson.
Reagan Pittman-Nelson is not usually a topspin server, but she was going for it.
That makes it 9-5. Still plenty of time for Team Meske to get back in this one. Coached by Dan Meske, the head coach at Louisville. On the other side, Beth Launiere, just retired in December after 36 years as the head coach at Utah. There is Coach Meske, one of the brilliant young minds, and tremendous competition. And what a job that Beth Launiere did for so many years at Utah.
Maren Grote has been exceptional. 3 for 4 already, hitting up above 700.
There is Grote, played her college volleyball at Washington. Comes from a volleyball family. Her sister Lydia is playing in Germany right now. Played in Major League Volleyball last season. Boy, Brooke Nunaviller is thriving right now with Mia Tuaniga.
First of all, rule number 1, don't serve Morgan Hetz. Perfect pass, and then Mia Tuaniga fast, huge seam in the block because of the pace of that set. The middle blocker on the other side of the net has to chase.
Rule number 2, don't serve Hens. Rule number 3, don't serve Hens. Oh, there is Leah Edmond, that off of Tuaniga.
Johnny Teeler defending down the line. I guess was surprised that ball caught her up high. She wants that one back.
Natalia Valentin Anderson, her 11th year as a pro, leading the way for Dallas, currently in 2nd place. Don't serve. What did they not know about rules number 1, 2, and 3, but that worked out okay. Connection was not there to Kaz Brown.
It's interesting, Kaz Brown runs a super fast, almost 0 tempo with Shampoo, and Tuaniga trying to find that window with Kaz Brown.
Morgan Hentz started her year in Omaha. Boy, that got a lot of attention when she was traded to Grand Rapids in February. 2-time Libero of the Year in Major League Volleyball. Collier from just inside the 3-meter line. Oh, what a dig. Nunaviller. Raina Terry. The big block. Collier and Kaz Brown. That was a really important play. A chance to get some momentum on the side of Team Meske.
A lot of good things happened in that play. Look at Brooke Nunaviller, one-arm stab. And then the block. Mimi Collier with some serious hang time to get
Collier,
that stop.
Yeah, 6'3", very, very strong with her hands. It's another service error on the side. So the window is open a little bit for Team Meske, but they got to try to string together some points here. We'll have another technical timeout at 16, playing to 25, got to win by 2. Winner takes all. Look at that pass.
Mia Tuninga calls her own number, but it starts with that first pass. The blockers on the other side of the net are stressed, thinking about the hitters. That leaves the setters available with an open window.
Perfectly done by number 5, Nunaviller. Scott saving that, somehow kept it off the floor. Setters like to take swings and dig balls. Smart shot to restart the point. Maldonado Diaz missed it out of bounds.
What a rally. Maldonado Diaz saw an opening right over the block, but just tips it a little bit wide.
Mia Tuiniga showing you her full and complete repertoire. Defensively, running the offense, and mostly her spirit is really contagious. An MVP candidate. After being a backup last year. That ball passed, but out of bounds. Trouble continuing for Team Meske, 1 point away from the second technical timeout in this third and decisive set.
Mia Tuninga has gotten so much more consistent with this topspin serve.
I won't say.
Good, yeah.
Abby Walker coming back on. Has been very impressive. Plays for the Columbus Fury. A team that has struggled a bit, but don't go to sleep on the Columbus Fury. They'll knock you out. And ace serve. That's what Team Meske needs. Yeah, to get back in this. Abby Walker again. Excuse me, Halls.
Deep flat, good pace, tags the line on the way out. Beautiful execution from the service line.
String together a couple of points. Working on Collier. Out of system. Oh, what a block. Marin Grote, phenomenal work.
Johnny Teeler got basically a 2-set up and down in the middle, and this is a really hard ball to defend as a blocker. Marin Grote, the middle in black, makes a good read. Gets a stop for Team Meske.
Remember when Johnny Teeler was playing in Kentucky? A lot of balls just like that when she played a hybrid kind of middle, undersized middle. Terry could not get a good hand on that ball and missed out of bounds. That is a break for Team Launiere. On top 16-12 as the teams will head to the sideline. We'll be right back to Orlando with Major League Volleyball presented by Chase Sapphire. Welcome back once again to the 2026 AdventHealth MLV All-Star Match in Orlando. And now let's take a look at the team huddle, brought to you by Spalding with Team Launiere, leading Team Meske 16-12.
Right now. And 3 points. Really good. Score a few first. Everyone serves twice. We win the game. So, if we side out now, then we're going to get served. In row 4. When you go to serve. Yes. So yes. So yes. Side out. Hey, set your own place, please.
Natalia Valentin Anderson taking charge in that huddle.
Send it over to Emily Eamon.
A lot of joy out on the court. Outside Mimi Collier said this is a full circle moment being back on the court with Brooke Nuneviller after the two played together at Oregon during the 2022 season. When Collier came in as a 17-year-old freshman, she said Brooke took her under her wing. Nuneviller told me she instantly felt like a big sister to Mimi. 4 years later, Nuneviller told me she is not surprised at all that Collier's game has translated so well at the pro level because of how confident Collier has always been in her abilities. Nuneviller added she's so excited to be back on the same side as Mimi because going up against her this season was definitely not as fun. Even though Brooke says she always knows that sharp 4-to-4 shot is coming right at her every time.
Mimi Collier was just a freshman. I think she was the National Freshman of the Year and made a huge impact at Oregon.
Finished up at Wisconsin and last year with the American Volleyball Coaches Association outside hitter of the year and the #1 overall pick by Dallas. And the bookend of she and her opponent today, but her teammate usually for Dallas, Sofia Maldonado-Diaz, have been an absolute dynamic 1-2 punch. Marley Monserrat will go back to serve. Team Meske is right there. They have not been able to, and give Team Launiere credit, they have not given up runs. Good short serve. What a pass. What a saving pass that time by Morgan Hintz.
Morgan Hintz is taking a lot of court. She's asserting herself in serve receive. Watch her cut off in front of Mimi Collier because Mimi Collier's a hitter. So you want Morgan Hintz to take that ball, and Pittman Nelson gets the quick set in the middle.
After the season is concluded, Morgan Hintz will be joining Team USA, as will Elena Scott. Here is Natalie Foster. Meske's got to get out of this rotation if they can. Look at that pass. Fantastic block by Kaz Brown. Not once, but twice.
Kaz Brown ready in the middle on that tight pass.
Oh, we're going to have our first challenge. You get 1 challenge per set. Maybe challenging in the plane.
Team Meske is challenging that there was a net touch.
A net violation. That's one of the categories that can be challenged. Foot fault on the service line, 3-meter line, center line.
I do think
Pancake, was the ball up or down?
Got a piece of the net.
Okay.
We'll see.
We will see. This is really an important call. Super important. You got Foster on the line. One, you get her off the line if the violation did indeed happen. And
after review, the challenge was successful, a net touch. They will win the point.
Wow, that is great use of the challenge. That was a micro touch. Mimi Collier, you've been talking about her and how versatile she is, receiver, defender, but also the way she moves the ball around attacking.
Mimi Collier is having a fantastic season as a rookie. And yes, she sees the court, takes what they give her. Her 4-to-4, that sharp angle is really good, but she's also been really good in the deep cross-court ball as well and mixes up some line when they give it to her.
Contact point is way above the net. Here's Looper. Must have. Londot tipping. That is a tough chance, and pretty good shot getting the ball on tee. Oh, the bump one. Why not? Dunk by Hintz. Where does Monserrat go? Got to have this one quickly to the outside. Hintz is all over it. off the block and out of bounds.
Leah Edmond knew her team needed that ball. She kept it high, went hard in to tool the block out of bounds across the court is not easy. Starts with the dig from Montserrat.
You're good!
And if you hadn't noticed, Marley Montserrat is wearing one of our microphones, along with Mia Tuaniga. Those are pretty good choices. Nice run. Team Meske's putting together a 3-0 run here to get right back in contact. Decisive. Winner take all third set to 25. Win by 2, unlike the first 2 sets.
And it started with that challenge. Winning that challenge by Dan Meske is a big difference.
Medium pass. Good throw down by Edmond, right in the middle of the campfire.
Now all tied up. Mia Tuaniga fast to Kaz Brown, and that's a connection that usually takes time to work, but Mia Tuaniga finds it really fast to Kaz Brown in the middle.
When you have an all-star match, just like in the NBA, I'll finish the thought in just a moment. Blondot looking for hands and didn't get it. Sometimes the format is fungible. Can be changed just a little bit. Well, we've been notified of a big change, just like the first 2 sets, and I like it. You win by 1 here in the decisive third. I like it.
Okay.
I was told differently, but what the heck. With Hall of Famer Holly McPeak, I'm Paul Sunderland, along with Emily Eamon and Madison Fitzpatrick. The AdventHealth 2026 MLV All-Star Match going right down to the wire. Grote looking to tie this for the 4th time. Ooh, low set to Nunaviller and missed it into the antenna. Not Tuaniga's best.
Brooke Nunaviller told Mia Tuaniga 2 plays ago, I needed a little quicker to the pin, and Mia Tuaniga tried to do that just too quick.
Perfect pass. Good read by Montserrat. Grote stepping in. That's a hittable ball. Emily Londot just detonates fingers off the top of the block.
That is not an easy swing for Emily Londot, but yes, she finds the top of the block and hits it flat, so there's no possibility to defender to get it in the backcourt.
You needed a run if you're Team Meske, and you got it. 7-2 for their first lead of the set. Nunaviller is blocked. 8-2 run.
This is a tough rotation. Mia Tuaniga's in the front row, Kaz Brown in the middle, Brooke Nunaviller on the left side. Look for Mimi Collier set out of the back row.
100%. Pass first, and that's a break. That ball just out of bounds and almost hit Teeler. I knew she was a good dodgeball player as a kid. Now the pressure on Team Launiere. They led 8-4 early and seemed like they were going to put this away. Collier out of the play. Nunaviller out of the back row to score.
Love that decision by Mia Tuaniga because Mimi Collier had come all the way across the court to pick up the short ball. So her left side hitter was not available, and that puts Brooke Nunaviller in a position to score.
Tied for the 5th time. Looper dropping a dime. Collier's available this time. Oh, good block. Bree Kelly, who plays right here in Orlando and was a late add because of injury. A fantastic reach into the cross court.
Rookie Bree Kelly out of Pitt is a really elite blocker. Fantastic read and quick hands to take that angle swing away.
9-3 run by Team Meske. Got to win by 1, playing to 25. There is Natalia. Valentine Anderson. Elena Scott is spectacular as a transition setter. Playing libero as a setter in high school. Oh, the ball falls. Is it up yet? Oh, it's down now. both teams. Elena Scott out of Louisville, the leading vote getter and certainly a contender for Libero of the Year in the league. Will also be joining, as I mentioned, Team USA this summer. Tied for the 5th time. Shampoo comes on.
Double sub for Team Launiere to put a big block against Team Meske.
Aiko Jones in as well. That is a big front line. Good pass by Looper. Raina Terry was lucky, and so was Team Meske. That ball came right back to them. Oh, what a dig by Nunaville. Just out of bounds.
How about the defense that we are seeing all out? Brooke Nunaville slides her right arm under that ball, giving her team a chance. In transition, Mimi Collier tried to kill it. Sharp angle and miss, but what an opportunity.
There is Edmond. It's 23-22, win by 1. Medium pass, but good enough. Aiko Jones! Rejected.
And guess who? Rookie Bree Kelly. Defensively fantastic for Team Meske.
What a run. This is a 10-3 run. Match point. Make it 11-5. Edmond again. To close it out. Really fun. Such effort on both sides and a 12-5 run. I said the Team Meske needed one. They got a huge run, not only to get him back in contact, but also to close out this contest and take the title.
Love the effort on both sides of the net. We got to see a bunch of different players shine from across the MLV.
What a way to start the final third of the regular season, and so much to be decided. Indy's still on top. They're having to face some injury issues. Like to get Lydia Martin back. She was an all-star, unavailable today, but hopefully will play this coming week, followed by Dallas and then Atlanta, Orlando. Let's take a look at the current standings, or the current schedule, if you will. Indy at Omaha. Every night is really interesting. Grand Rapids with a big win over Indy gets back in contact. San Diego, they got their 7th win. Nobody's out of this, and a lot still to be decided. Those are all the matches coming up on CBS Sports Network. Dallas is 1 match back, Omaha at 500, but look at this, you count 10, 11, all the way down to 12. 5 teams within 2 losses in the match column. Let's go over to Madison Fitzpatrick.
She just ran to take a picture, but in a moment I'm going to have Teodora Pusic give her 15 seconds. This is a big moment for Team Meske.
Logjam in the middle. These teams looking to separate themselves. You have to be in the top 4 to get to the playoffs in MLV.
Yeah, so much is going to be decided in the month of April. Every match is going to be vitally important, and we've seen Grand Rapids, we've seen Columbus, both of them at the bottom of the table, if you will. They've stepped up and knocked some teams off that really want to get into that final 4 to play in the match for $1 million. Let's send it back over to Madison Fitzpatrick with a very special guest.
Teodora Pusic, who just finished taking a picture, winning team. All right, Teodora, you've won 3 European championships, 2 world championships, and when we talked earlier this week, you said you saw potential in MLV. Just talk about that and what you see in this league.
As you can see today, like the atmosphere was amazing. All-star game is something that we don't have in Europe, and this is the thing that this league has it, and I think it's amazing. It's also broadcasted on national TV, which is like for the people, volleyball will be something that I think they will like. The thing you can, when you have a chance to see the match, I think you will love it. I think women volleyball will be for sure. Oh, I need to make a picture. Sorry.
Go. Just another fun fact, her mom came all the way from Serbia to be here at this game to watch her, because that's how special this All-Star game is in the United States.
Love that.
what an afternoon here in Orlando. We'll be back on the other side to wrap up this AdventHealth 2026 MLV All-Star Match. Team Meske goes on a 12-5 run to come back and take the second annual MLV All-Star Match. And we said before first serve that this was a real celebration, and that's exactly what we're having and where the game is. And speaking of the game, another wonderful sport, the NWSL returns to CBS. Coming up next, Trinity Rodman leads the Washington Spirit against the league newcomers Denver Summit. Then at 4 Eastern, the spotlight shifts as Sophia Wilson and the Portland Thorns clash with the Kansas City Current. It's all right here on CBS and streaming live on Paramount+. Let's go over to Emily Eman.
I've got Kaz Brown with me. Kaz, I know you guys didn't get the win, but how special was it to play in your home gym in the All-Star Match?
It was so special for us to play at home. Like, we have the best, thank you. I obviously have the best teammates and we have the best fan base, so it was a really special experience for the city of Orlando to get to host.
For you going against 3 Valkyries on the other side, how was that experience for you?
It was good. These 2 right here are my children, obviously. You can see by the way that they're misbehaving, but it's really special. We have a great group, so it's really fun to get to play with and against your own teammates.
All right, tell me at the net, how much trash talking was going on? Because it looked like everyone's getting a little mouthy up there.
Plenty of trash talk. That's what the All-Star game is all about. You know what I'm saying? You kind of, like, a lot of us are college teammates, college rivals, so it's good to bring that stuff back up in the game.
Absolutely love it. Thank you, Kaz.
Thank you.
Back to you, Madison.
Anderson, you told me earlier this week, after 12 plus years of playing pro, you almost hung it up, and then PBF and MLV became a thing. Just talk about that experience, now continuing to play in the United States.
I think it was definitely divine intervention. I was looking to be at home with my family, and I feel like for 12 years I missed on so much. And yeah, out of nowhere the league came about, and Terry Pettit gave me a call, and I was part of the league, and it was amazing. You know, having to play at home and have your family and friends come to every match is it's great. And also having a life outside of what you are as a volleyball player is very important, and I think I have gained that with this league.
Through all your years of experience playing, where have you seen the game grow the most?
Honestly, I just love that there is the opportunity for young girls here in America to see what professional sports is about, especially women's sports. And I think it's grown a lot here, I would say. And yeah, I'm excited to be an inspiration to all those young girls.
How would you describe your experience playing in the All-Star Match? It looked like so much fun.
Oh my gosh, it's a blast. Like, we always play, it's our job at the end of the day. But when you get to play for fun and with your friends and just joking around, that's my favorite kind of play, because I feel like I go back to when I was a little girl. Not that I don't play like that when I play, but I think it's just so much fun, and I think the organization did an amazing job with this game.
Well, you're a fan favorite for sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I'll send it to Emily Eman with Morgan Hens.
Morgan, I know you guys didn't get the win, but how did this team come together in less than 24 hours?
Yeah, it was super fun. I feel like, everyone on both sides of the net are just, not only fantastic players and deserve all the success and accolades they've received this year so far, but great humans. So it just makes it really fun to play out there on the court.
I want to go back to set one because you had a crazy dig that went off your foot. Take me through that play and what you were seeing.
Well, I don't know if I was seeing the right thing considering it hit my foot, so just a little bit of luck with that one.
Absolutely love it. Morgan, for this to be the second All-Star match in history for MLV, what does that say about the state of the sport right now?
Yeah, I just think it's continuing to speak to the growth of professional volleyball in the United States, and MLV is leading the way, giving us this opportunity on like a major broadcast network, and we're really grateful to CBS for, just showing what we can do. This is like a dream of all of ours.
Where do you see volleyball moving forward in the future?
Only up. I mean, it's really cool. With a lot of other sports, there's a men's side to compare to, and right now it's only professional volleyball for women in the U.S., so it's really neat. A lot of young girls have the chance to watch and make this be their dream one day. That's not something a lot of us players have, so it's cool that we get a chance to be role models for some young players.
Thank you, Morgan.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, including a spectacular and surprising dig off the foot. Let's take a look at some of Morgan Hentz's work in this All-Star afternoon.
Morgan Hentz was fantastic. We said rule number 1, don't serve Morgan Hentz.
Rule number 2?
Rule number 2, don't serve Morgan Hentz. And rule number 3, avoid Morgan Hentz. So you see the passing accuracy all in the realm in front of that 3-meter line that allows her setter to run the offense.
Go back over to Madison Fitzpatrick with another special guest.
Thank you, Paul. I'm here with Charity Looper. Charity, let's say someone is tuning in for CBS for the first time and they don't know anything about pro volleyball. What would you tell them about MLV and what it's doing for the sport?
I would say MLV is growing a lot. This is our 3rd season, and we need all the support that we can get, honestly. We're trying to expand the viewership pretty much. So, I mean, if you tuned in and if you loved it, don't stop. Keep watching, please.
I love it. What motivates you as an attacker? You're undersized, but you score with the rest of them. What motivates you?
The main thing is people telling me that I'm undersized and telling me that I couldn't do it or I couldn't make it this far. So them really doubting me, honestly, is what motivates me and what keeps me going. And, I'm undersized, so I have to work smarter, honestly.
How would you describe the honor that it is to be an All-Star in the second match?
It's such an honor. It's such a great opportunity, and I'll forever be grateful for it. A lot of girls obviously want to be in this position, so I'm so grateful and super blessed to be here.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'll toss it over to Emily Eman with Brooke Nunnabiller.
Brooke, it's your second All-Star match. How did this one compare to the first 2?
I think it's really cool that I got to see the progression, not even just the talent and the skill, but also just the setup and everything. Just everything that we had, the amenities, everything set up, everyone that was awaiting us when we got here was incredible. But also the skill, the talent level, everyone is just so composed, so put together, and you just saw some all-star plays.
It felt pretty loose and fun out there. How would you say that describes it?
Yeah, for sure. I think last year everyone's oh, first all-star game ever in the States, and I remember just tipping balls and some of them would fall just because you don't have a system. But I don't know, everyone was just, very loose, having fun.
For you to be back on the court with your fellow outside, Mimi Collier, for the first time since your time at Oregon, how would you describe that moment?
It's funny because we didn't even get any passing reps next to each other or anything. I'm we don't need them. And so, no, she's amazing. I think we're an awesome duo as an outside pair. And you saw today, she's an all-star, she's a rookie, she's incredible.
Thank you, but congrats.
Yeah, thank you.
Brooke, Holly, your final thoughts. What effort on both sides and what fun.
I loved it. We saw the first All-Star game last year. It's elevated. The players continue to get better and the stage bigger.
We'll say goodbye from Orlando. Thanks so much for joining us. For Holly McPeak, Madison Fitzpatrick, Emily Eman, and our entire crew, I'm Paul Sunderland. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. A fabulous day for volleyball, and it will be a fabulous day in the men's NCAA tournament as well. Thanks so much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your day. So long from Orlando.